We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama. Where I watch?
Popeye.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In this morning's video, I told you that the decomposing body of Dawnette Rose Anderson, popularly known as Dawn. She was 64 years old. Her decomposed body was found in a shallow grave at Food Farm Common in the Shrewsbury area of Petersfield in the parish of Westmoreland. It was found yesterday afternoon, Monday, December 2, about 4:30. In the report I carried this morning, I did not tell you how Dawn was killed because I was still waiting on that bit of information. Well, we are now learning that Dawn, she had received what appears to be a serious machete wound to her head. So it is being theorized that Andre, the husband, he chopped her in her head, and he and an accomplice took her to the spot where they dug a shallow grave and buried her body. Many news outlets are not gonna acknowledge this, but the truth is, if this channel did not take on that case, if the KlLED detectives did not help in giving us credible information, Dawn's body would most likely not be found, and her husband, Andre, he would be driving up and down with his mouth full of lies. We are not looking any praises, but the truth must be told. And KlLED detectives, big up on yourself. In the news today, Monday night, November 25, at minutes after 9 o'clock, a mother, she's living in the parish of St. Anne. She sent her 14-year-old daughter with their 45-year-old cousin to go to St. Anne's Bay to buy pizza. The name of that cousin is Rohan Whyte. Like I said, he is 45 years old and he's a porter living at Gully Road in the St. Anne's Bay area of St. Anne. So, Rohan, he drove his motor vehicle with his 14-year-old cousin to the pizza place in St. Anne's Bay. While they were returning, Rohan, he gave his 14-year-old cousin the vehicle to drive. On reaching a certain section along the road, he told her to turn onto a football field. The young girl, she did what she was told and she stopped the vehicle on the ball field. Rohan, he then told her to go on the back seat and clothes start take off. The allegation is that Rohan, he used one of his fingers to do you know what, and as he was about to use his private to do you know what, knock, knock, knock. A team of police officers were out on patrol and they saw the vehicle on the ball field. They went to investigate and they knocked up the vehicle. Rohan and his 14-year-old cousin, they were in the vehicle, stiff, torn, naked. Rohan, he was taken into police custody and he has since been charged for grievous sexual assault and sexual grooming of a child. So, he'll be going to the courts shortly. This next incident, it took place at the Oasis bar, Don Juan Enterprise at Main Street in Discovery Bay in the parish of St. Anne. Our information is that Friday night, November 29, about minutes after 8 o'clock, the bartender, she locked up the bar and went away. When she returned to reopen the bar the next morning, Saturday, November 30, about 10 o'clock, she realized that the bar, it was broken into. Hoodlums pried off the grill to the entrance and entered. Them thief cash amounting to almost 40,000 Jamaican dollars plus a large quantity of liquor. Them also dismantled 3 lucky draw poker machine boxes and thief the motherboards from each of them. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. just like that. In this next report, on Friday afternoon, November 29, a United States resident, he was taken into police custody at the Sangster International Airport. He is facing charges after he allegedly tried to import 24 guns and 200.357 rounds and a number of magazines into the island. His name is Shaun Omar Duncan, and he is a commercial driver living at Cypress Point Boulevard, Davenport, in the state of Florida in the United States of America. The allegation is that Shaun, he arrived into the island on a Jamaican passport. One piece of his luggage was checked by a customs official and a gun was found wrapped in foil paper. As a result, the police, they were contacted and a more detailed search of Shaun's luggage was done. We are told that a bag was searched and it was found to contain 4 pairs of shoes, each of them containing a sack with 25.357 magnum rounds of ammunition. A total of 24 guns or gun parts and 8 magazines were found in DVR, carton boxes, clothes and other items in Shaun's check-in luggage. As a result, he was taken into police custody pending further investigations. Customs officials make us know all the while, but job well done. We are hoping for lots more seizures like this. This next incident, it took place Sunday night, December 1, about 9:30, and there is a video being circulated with this robbery. It took place at Cattle Street in the Monique police area of St. Ann. Our information is that a lady in her late 40s, she operates a grocery shop and a bar at her house. She also sells cooking gas. Sunday night, the businesswoman was at her business place along with a male customer when 3 hoodlums pounced. They were all armed with handguns. They proceeded to rob the lady of cash, cooking gas and some grocery items. They also robbed the customer of 60,000 Jamaican dollars plus his Samsung cell phone. The hoodlums, they then forced the businesswoman into her home where they robbed her 18-year-old daughter of her cell phone. They ransacked the house and they got some cash that was inside the house. They then made good their escape on foot in the area. The mayhem. In this next report, now, on Saturday, July 3, 2021, over 3 years ago, I carried a report. It was about an incident that took place at Rock Spring in the parish of Hanover. It took place on the night of Thursday, July 1, 2021, about 9:30. In that report, I told you that 2 brothers, they were involved in a dispute. One of them was Jermaine Nicholas Spence, but he was also known as Cow. He was 29 years old at the time. The other brother was Devin Donovan Campbell, but he's popularly known as Iroy. He was 18 years old at the time. So, both brothers, they were involved in a dispute which escalated into a fight. Citizens got involved and separated them, but it is said that the bigger brother, Cow, he again attacked his brother, Iroy, who pulled a knife and inflicted wounds to the left side of his chest and his left side. Cow, he ended up dying as a result. Now, I am not sure if Iroy had faced any criminal charges at the time because there was no doubt that he acted in self-defense. Well, early Sunday morning, December 1, about 2:30, Iroy, who is now 22 years old, he was at a wake yard at Upper Rock Spring when gunshots were heard being fired. When the smoke was clear, Iroy, he was found suffering from gunshot wounds to his upper body. Residents rushed with him to hospital where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. The mayhem. This next incident, It took place Sunday afternoon, December 1, about 3 o'clock. It took place at Lincoln Road in the Passagefort area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. We are learning that a man, his name is Robert Gayle. He was 68 years old and he lived at Lincoln Road. It is said that Robert, he had mental issues and the house where he lived, other tenants are living there. We are told that Sunday afternoon, Robert, he took up the cell phones of some of the tenants, went into the house and locked himself in. The tenants, they asked him for the phone and it is said that Robert, he threatened to burn down the house. As a result, the tenants, they called the police. The police, they arrived on the scene and they pleaded with Robert to open the grill. Robert, he refused. So the police, they called the fire department. The firemen, they arrived and one of the tenants carried the firemen to the back of the house where they attempted to breach the premises. When Robert saw what was happening, he came out of the house through the front grill. Robert, he was reportedly armed with a machete in his hand. We are told that the police, they pleaded with Robert to drop the machete, but he advanced towards one of the police officers with it. Despite several warnings and pleas to drop the machete, it is alleged that Robert, he chopped at one of the police officers who took evasive action and opened gunfire hitting Robert. Robert, he fell to the ground with the machete. Robert, he was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital by an ambulance where he died whilst he was being treated. Sad indeed. In this next report, last month on Wednesday, November 3rd, I carried a report. It was about an incident that took place the previous night. Tuesday, November 12th, almost 7:30. The 43-year-old bar owner of Barcode HQ at Olinda Drive in the Reedspen area of Portmore. Her name is Kelene Miller and she lived at the same address where the bar is located. She and a guy in his mid-30s, they were in the bar when hoodlums, armed with an M16 rifle and handguns, entered the bar. They opened gunfire hitting Kelene to her head and the guy to his left hand. Kelene, she died on the spot. Detectives in Portmore, they have now made a breakthrough in that case. A guy has been arrested and charged. His name is Kemar Bryan, but he's popularly known as Chucky. Chucky is 33 years old and he's living at Brayton Meadows in Portmore. He has been charged for murder, wounded with intent and firearm related charges, and he'll be going to the courts shortly. I also carried a report on Wednesday, November 20. It was about an incident that took place the previous night. Tuesday, November 19 at minutes to 10 o'clock. It took place in the vicinity of the H&M grocery and variety store at Bay Bottom in the Old Harbour Bay area of St. Catherine. A 47-year-old fisherman named Oneil Fogah, he lived at Bay Bottom, and a 21-year-old female. There were patrons at a birthday party being held at the location when two hoodlums pounced. One was armed with an M16 rifle and the other one, he was armed with a 9mm pistol. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire hitting Oneil to his torso and the female to her left thigh. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. Both Oneil and the female, they were rushed to hospital where Oneil, he was pronounced DEAD on arrival and the female, she was treated and admitted. The police, they have also made a breakthrough in that case. They have arrested and charged Romeo Javion Dixon. He is 22 years old and he's living at Burkefield Meadows in the Old Harbour Bay area. He was charged for murder and wounded with intent plus firearm related charges, and he'll be going to the courts shortly. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today, this one took place yesterday afternoon, Monday, December 2, almost 4:30. It took place at Top Tier Chill Spot in the vicinity of Bud Car Wash along the Montpelier Main Road in the parish of St. James. Our information is that a well-known hoodlum named Justin King, but he was popularly known as Juss Boss, on September 11 just gone. Juss Boss, he celebrated his 21st birthday. He lived in the Montpelier area. We are told that Juss Boss, he was walking along the roadway when he was pounced on by a hoodlum who alighted from a car with a gun in his hand. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire at Juss Boss, who ran off towards the Top Tier Chill Spot bar. The 41-year-old bar operator, he was in the bar and he saw what was happening, so he ran through the back door and he hid at a spot. The hoodlum chased Juss Boss, still firing shots at him. Juss Boss, he ran into the bar and he ran around the back where the bar operator was hiding, and the hoodlum, he pumped several more bullets into Juss Boss, killing him on the spot. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape in the waiting Toyota Axio motor car. The bar owner, he received gunshot wounds to his left foot. Like I said, Juss Boss, he died on the spot. The bar owner, he was rushed to hospital where he was treated and admitted. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 15 9mm Spence shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them block out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them